If you've been holding off on teaching restorative yoga because your studio doesn't stock enough bolsters, doesn't have eye pillows, or has lights you can't dim, I want to take that excuse away from you today. Your students don't need the studio's prop closet. They need a teacher who knows what each prop is doing. I'm Sage Rountree. I help yoga teachers build confidence and build sustainable teaching careers. And I created a course called Fundamentals of Teaching Restorative Yoga at Comfort Zone Yoga. In over 20 years of teaching, I've offered restorative classes in prop-stocked studios, in gyms with nothing but yoga mats and beach towels, in conference rooms with carpet and folding chairs, and in living rooms with throw pillows from the couch. Students rested every time because the skill traveled with me. By the end of this video, you'll have a working substitute for every essential support, plus a way of thinking about props that lets you stop waiting for permission to teach this practice. The free Best Shavasana Ever guide in the description gives you the minimum viable substitute for every support I'm about to walk through. Start with the mindset shift. Function, not inventory. In my Teaching Restorative Yoga course, I talk about raising the floor to meet you. And that phrase matters. Restorative isn't yin yoga with more props. We are not helping students find an edge. We are eliminating any edge at all. Every prop in restorative yoga is doing a job. And once you know the job, you can substitute almost anything for it. A rolled blanket is a bolster. A folded sweatshirt or a tea towel is an eye covering. A second blanket is effectively a sandbag. Your students' nervous systems don't care what brand the prop is. They care whether the body is completely supported. I teach two principles in the course that protect you when the prop shelf is sparse. Prop up everything, and less is more. Prop up everything tells you what the job is. No part of the body touching the cold, hard floor. Less is more reminds you that 3 deeply supported poses in a 75-minute class is plenty. Here's a working substitute for every essential support. Knee support. Ideally, a bolster under the knees in Shavasana may be propped up on blocks, but a substitute is a rolled blanket or a rolled yoga mat or a couch cushion. Head support. Ideal is a folded blanket under the head, just enough to bring the chin slightly toward the chest, but a substitute is a folded sweater, a folded hand towel, a folded t-shirt. Arm support. Ideal, small rolls or blocks under the forearm so the shoulders can drop, but a substitute, rolled hand towels under each forearm, or just palms turned up resting on the floor. Gentle weight. Ideal is a sandbag or a folded blanket across the pelvis. A substitute is a second yoga mat folded into thirds, or a small backpack with a book or two inside. Eye covering. Ideal is a beautifully scented eye pillow, but you can substitute a folded hand towel, a folded scarf, or a clean sock laid across the eyes. I know that one sounds funny, but it works. Warmth. Ideally, we have a second blanket draped over the body, but a substitute is the student's own jacket or a hoodie or the studio's lost and found cardigan. I say this in class all the time. If you're not sure you need that extra layer, you need that extra layer. Take the upgrade. None of these substitutes are second best. They are real options. Let's talk about the rooms you actually teach in. Hot studio? Use it. A warm room is a head start on the warmth support. No eye pillows on hand? Ask your students to bring a clean folded sock or supply folded hand towels at the door. Lights won't dim? Move the group to the corner furthest from the brightest light and offer eye coverings to everyone. Gym noise? Soft foam earplugs, a few cents a pair. They remove the single biggest variable students will name. Are you teaching in a living room or a corporate conference room? You have full creative control over temperature, light, and sound. The biggest barrier in those spaces is your own assumption that you can't. Here's what actually changes the room. The biggest variable isn't the props. It's you. The pace of your voice, the willingness to give students a full 20 minutes in one shape instead of rushing them through 5. The calm and deliberate way you set up the first pose, that's what tells a student's nervous system the room is safe. Props are the technology, and you are the container. What's a venue you teach restorative yoga in? Is it a prop-stocked studio, a gym, a community room, a living room somewhere else? And what's the one prop you wish you had but don't? Tell me in the comments and let's brainstorm a substitute. Grab the free Best Shavasana Ever guide in the description. It walks you through every essential support with the minimum viable substitute for each one. And if you want the complete system, Fundamentals of Teaching Restorative Yoga is the course. Every shape is demonstrated with basic props, not high-end studio gear, so what you learn travels into any room you teach in. The link is in the description. The prop skill travels with you. The studio just supplies the materials. If you want the full walkthrough of how to put together a restorative class with what you've got, watch my video on how to teach a restorative class next. I'll see you over there.